Hi everybody, it's me, Jacob, library technician at the Longview Public Library. And today I'm going to introduce you to our Week 2 Summer Reading Craft, Fish. Inside your craft packet this week, you'll get a half sheet of construction paper, a few sheets of tissue paper, a single googly eye, this paper plate, and that's it. And from home you'll need some glue, and some scissors, and optionally you can use a pencil and a few crayons. The first step to making this craft is to draw a triangle from the center of the paper plate, and you're just going to kind of draw it from the center out in and just make a triangle and then cut it out. Optionally you can just cut it out if you feel confident that you can cut a pretty good triangle, but I'm going to go ahead and just draw it myself. I think that looks pretty good, so I'm going to cut it out. Alright, so I've got this cut out, and now this is essentially going to serve as the mouth of the fish, and this is going to be the tail. So now I'm going to glue this on. So I have the tail glued on, and the next step is to take my tissue paper, and I'm going to cut it into little squares and then just kind of create a collage on my fish. Alright, so here's the fish with all of its scales. Next, I'm going to take my construction paper and I'm going to cut out some fins that I'll glue on top and on bottom. Okay, so I have the fins glued on, and now I'm just going to glue on the googly eye. And if you wanted to at that point, you could color in any of the white spots or anything like that with your crayon if you wanted, but that's optional. Alright, here's my finished fish. Also inside your craft packet that you may have noticed, you also get this supplemental slip which has our book recommendations for this week's theme, and some song lyrics on the back. So let's go over the books for this week. Alright, first up is our board book, Nerdy Babies Ocean. So this is just a book about some scientific facts about the ocean targeted for babies, and it's going to have things about different ocean creatures and different aspects of the ocean with some really colorful and bright artwork, perfect for learning minds. Next is Swimmy by Leo Leone, and this one is about a young fish who is left alone when all of his family is unfortunately eaten by this big, scary fish. And he finds some new family, and when the fish comes back later on in the story, they all join together to chase it away. You see here, we see Swimmy sort of as the eye of this giant fish, and then chasing these other fish away. There's always a bigger fish in the ocean. Speaking of big fish, this next one is called Codzilla, and it's by David Zeltzer and illustrated by Jared Chapman, and it's about this big fish named Birdie who gets teased for her large size, and so she unfortunately ends up eating all of her classmates. And when she spits them back out, they're all kind of upset. But then it's time for Birdie to save the day and use her skills to save everyone again. Alright, and this one is called This Is Not My Hat by John Classen, who's one of my favorite picture book artists. And it's about this fish that steals this hat, and is kind of going around talking about how he stole it, and how this bigger fish won't notice that it's gone. But I have a feeling that he probably does. And this next book is called The Thing About Jellyfish, and unfortunately it's checked out, but it's by Ali Benjamin, and it's about a girl whose friend drowns in the ocean, unfortunately, and she starts looking for answers on how it could have possibly happened, and she believes that the only way it could have happened was if the friend was stung by a jellyfish, even though that was highly improbable. And so it deals with grief and about accepting that sometimes bad things in life happen. Okay, and our song for this week is called Slippery Fish, and this is the opening song that we'll be singing at our story times, weather permitting. So it kind of goes like this. So you're going to start with one of your hands, and it's going to go slippery fish, sliding through the water, slippery fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. And then it's going to continue on as bigger creatures eat the smaller creatures. So next we're going to do octopus, octopus, and so on. Thanks everybody for watching this video. We hope you enjoy making your own fish, and we invite you to join our story time and to participate in summer reading. Remember that it's oceans of possibilities this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun.